This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. If you head to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com, you can check out this pretty funny video. It's a couple that was having an outdoor wedding, and when the officiant asked if there were any objections, well, this dog started barking right on cue.
May not be joined in matrimony. You should declare it now.
Well, if things go bad, I'll be like, I told you guys. Y'all laughed and thought it was hilarious. I was barking at the wedding. I was actually pissed.
Yeah. I mean, if he's man's best friend, you ought to be listening to this guy. That's fun. I mean, yeah. But you're right, Steve. I mean, you know, man, if it does go, that's what I'd be thinking. I'd be thinking it's just an omen. I'm going to be paying attention to this couple.
Yeah. You think that whoever it is, that it wasn't their dog looking at him, shut the hell up, guy. I'm trying to get married here.
Yeah, what are you doing? All right. I mean, she's got some cash. You're trying to get some of that.
Of course, dog's related to my neighbor's dog right now, man.
Your neighbor's dog goes to a lot of weddings and objects?
No, but our neighbor's dog wouldn't shut the hell up last night. Just woof, woof, all night for like over an hour. I'm in bed and we're just like, you got to be kidding me. Like at some point, do you not let your dog? Two dogs are just and it's just like, oh, at the point where I had to put some pants on and go outside and knock on the door. You know, finally it stopped. So I think they finally. But I never will understand that whole like. I looked and there's cars in their driveway, so it's like, do you not hear your dog barking? Like our entire neighborhood could hear your dog barking all night.
Yeah, that's one of the most frustrating. It could be the dog is still objecting.
Like you can't get mad at the dog. The dog's doing dog things, but it's like, neighbor, how about you let your dog in the house? Because clearly it's not happy being outside.
Yeah, Steve. You know me, I am not a dog person, so I notice that stuff a lot. So when a dog person notices it, then you go, okay, then this dog is excessive. You know, I complain, so some people go, yeah, you're just a complainer, but if you notice it.
Well, I feel like it hits a point where it's like after 8 o'clock, you really got to be on high alert for your damn dog. If it's barking the entire time, maybe you need to figure this out.
When you have a house, my next door neighbors, like they have a condo and they have like shared walls. And sometimes I swear they leave for hours on end and you can just hear that dog. We can hear it in our apartment and we don't share a wall. I can't even imagine the people that share a wall with them because it's just constant whining.
Nuts,
and
right.
It's like hours on end. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You don't get a dog if you can't, like, stay home with it or put it in a kennel and it's just whining all day.
Well, that's why I was like, don't get a damn dog if you don't want to have the dog in the house. Yeah. Like, I mean, like, it's like you're just having this outdoor dog. I don't know if that's what their plan is, but it's just like, geez, man, we got the idiots singing karaoke all night long. We got a dog barking. It's like, man.
You moved to a good neighborhood.
You start questioning it. Maybe you shouldn't move into a development before other people move in.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Because it was nice and quiet when we were one of the only ones there, BJ.
That's a very good point. That's how they got you. You're like, oh, nice quiet neighborhood. Well, wait a second. Just give us some time. Yeah.
So it says we have the exact same thing happening in Manorwood, which is an area in Puyallup. It says it goes on for hours, and they bark at 2 a.m. nonstop. It's insane. Like, how do you not realize that? Do you sleep with headphones on? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I don't think there's much you can do. Apartment living and dogs, not cool. Because almost everybody in an apartment seems to have a dog. And if they just bark, like Danny said, you can hear it. I mean, because of the shared walls, it's a beating.
And then it's like, I mean, I don't know, like, you would think someone says, hey, your dog's barking all the time. You would try and do something about it. I don't know exactly. You know, there's things you can do, some kind of training for the dog, but
people are busy, and that's the problem. They want their dog, but they don't want to be home with their dog because they've got their busy life. And this is pre-pandemic, and so the poor dogs are home alone. And or if they're just jittery, you put a dog in a situation where it's like, oh, I feel like there are people intruding upon my space. All right, well, bring that dog to an apartment where pretty much everywhere it looks, someone's intruding upon its space.
And then it finally stops, and then you're laying in bed and your brain's just going a million miles an hour, and I'm like trying to get inside the head of the dog. Like, why do you think this works? Like, at some point, stop barking.
Yeah, it could be that memory thing, They say that dogs don't really have a memory, so they go, I really need to get in the house. Oh, this ain't working. I really need to get into the house. It's just like,
Did this work last time? I don't know if it did 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's, it's like 51st dates. The dog is at like 51st barks. I mean, it's just like, that's how it is.
Does Lulu react to them at least?
Lulu just has this look like, what the F? Oh, come on, guys. All right. Like, seriously, you're making us all look bad.
But she's getting older. I think young Lulu would have probably been, okay, all right, you want to start something?
No, Lulu would bark, but like after a few minutes, she's like, okay, I'm done barking. And it's always been that way with her. Like, she's just been like, all right, I'm barking and I'm done. Like, this dog is just hours.
Yeah. Oh, each dog has its own little annoying thing, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean,
every dog has an annoying thing.
Dog. I can tell you, every dog I know, I'll tell you, here's what pisses me off about this guy.
But then we're debating, like, what's more annoying, the dog that barks at night or the drunk neighbors that sing karaoke till 3 a.m?
Oh, boy,
are they in tune at all?
No.
Okay, then
that would have been great.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going head to head to be the most obnoxious neighbor.
Maybe that's, you know what? What if the dog barker is a response to the karaoke? And they go, all right, karaoke, I'll show you what. I know when I leave my dog outside, he doesn't shut up.
They share a fence. They share a fence, BJ.
So it could be a battle. You're in the crossfire.
Maybe the dog is just jealous that it doesn't get to karaoke and has decided that now it wants to karaoke in its own dog way.
So what is it doing? Who let the dogs out for 8 hours? Just the chorus part?
It is a pretty good jam.
I think it's time for me to whip out the real drums and not the electronic
drums. Please go to war.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Go to war.
Yeah, baby.
You know what? Maybe my wife will give me a pass only on this one because it's like time to hit those drums.
Oh, yeah. You're going on offense. Okay. You've tried defense and it's not working.
I've tried nothing, BJ, actually. All I've tried is, in my head, it's like next time I see them, I'll have to have a talk, obviously. I was like, I'm not going to go knocking on their door at 10 o'clock at night being like, shut your damn talk up, because that involves me getting dressed and leaving my house.
Yeah, you've got to channel your father. See, what would your father do?
Mic up Tatum screams.
Oh, and just like send it out there?
Yeah, put some like a PA system through the windows, and then just every time she's ready for some milk, you just yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, while playing the drums.
Yes,
these are all good options.
Yeah, and bring Danny over. He'll do some guitar solos. I mean, you got options, buddy.
Well, I just invite over Blistered Earth, the Metallica cover band.
Oh, there we go.
They're really good.
Wow.
Yeah. I haven't had a chance to see them yet. Maybe it's time for me to see them in my backyard.
Well, I think that's a great idea.
Backyard concerts at Mig's houses.
I think you can probably get a stage somewhere, right? You got your own job. You pretty much got everything you need.
We just did the whole retaining wall. It's kind of like its own stage.
Yeah, it's a little elevated area.
Time to test it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got an extension cord.
I love this plan. This is a great plan. Okay, and you should sing. You should be the guest singer.
I should be the James Hetfield.
Yeah, well, I think because your dulcet tones amplified all over the neighborhood. Man. Oh yeah, the dog and everybody will be like, okay, we lose.
It's the Tuesday night concert series.
Yeah, I like this plan. All right, it's in. We've got a plan. Let me know how it goes.
So I hope your neighbors don't listen to the show. You might have just started a neighbor war.
I hope they do.
I don't care.
No, at this point, you're not sleeping.
Scorched
I think
earth.
they tell you, who cares if we started a neighbor war? They started it first.
I mean, I'm just speaking the truth. Like, this is, like, shut your damn dog up and stop singing karaoke at 3 a.m.
That's
or
pretty
at
much
least
what
close
it
the
is.
damn doors when you do it.
Yeah. And you know what? They started it. That's how I look at it.
Somebody brought up a very, very good suggestion, BJ.
Okay.
They said just blast the greatest song known to man.
Hey, jingity jing. It's Dominic the donkey.
Yep, Christmas in July, everybody.
Oh, yeah, is that what it is?
It's a twofer. Not only do I
All right.
troll my neighbors, but I just trolled BJ in the process.
Guess which side I'm on now?
The neighbors.
Yeah, guess what now? All right, I'm going to buy them another dog. Same kind. And I'm going to buy them more karaoke.
Buy them more karaoke.
Here's more karaoke.
Here's
Here you
$10. Go do a karaoke.
There you go.
What's in this box? Karaoke. Have
It's
fun.
more. What's in this box? A barking dog. There you go. You win. Hey, we got a popular athlete that just shared a hilarious reason why he is refusing to poop. And Steve will tell you all about this. The big news for you. He's got the Mix report for you at 6:21 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the smart Whirlpool top load washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to KISW for giving us the Mix report. And today is the day to whip out your bagpipe. It's National Bagpipe Day.
Oh, sweet.
So maybe we'll listen to some Corn, Rev.
Yep, exactly.
Maybe I'll watch some Roddy Piper matches. The early days of Roddy Piper when he would actually come out playing the bagpipes himself.
Killer.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's all I got.
I'll go drink at an Irish pub.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, you can watch So I Married an Axe Murderer with Michael Myers.
Ah, there you go.
Vicky, you got any plans for National Bagpipe Day?
I was going to check out the flaming bagpipe guy who does it on the unicycle.
Oh, the
in Portland.
Unipiper.
The Unipiper.
The Unipiper in Portland, yes. All right, BJ, you're the last one. What are you going to do to celebrate it?
Yeah, I'm going to just, yeah.
Yeah, I got an idea. You could rent some bagpipes, go to Steve's house tonight, and then entertain his neighbors.
Please.
yes.
Be
Yeah.
part of our first Tuesday night concert series.
That's what it is. There we go. I'll go look at, yeah, we'll go, yeah. We'll play all night long. That's a great idea.
Or, BJ, you can enjoy some scotch.
I love scotch.
Yes.
Scotch.
Scotch in my belly and all that stuff because it's National Scotch Day.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, bagpipe, scotch, all right. That's Scotland. I love this whole plan.
Or maybe just have yourself some chicken fingers because it's also National Chicken Finger Day.
Well, I mean, what can I say? You know?
I like fried chicken.
Yeah, what can I say? Yeah. Love that kid.
I know, this kid's the best.
I like fried chicken.
I wish he had started with Ayo.
Ayo. Hey, what do you want me to say? I like fried chicken.
Do you guys remember Gardner Minshew, the quarterback from the Washington State Cougars, who's gone on to be like an icon in the NFL when it comes to his mullets and his mustaches and things along those lines?
What about him? What's going on?
Well, he plays for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a lot of people are like, well, it looks like he's not going to be the starter next year because, well, they did the number 1 overall pick with Trevor Lawrence.
Oh.
So that guy, who also has great hair, the two of them together are like, just fashion icons with their sweet flow. Well, Gardner says, look, I know that he's the number 1 pick. Everyone's thinking he's going to be the starter, but I'm not giving up a fight. I'm not giving up without a fight, sorry. He is.
Yeah.
Sorry, words.
That's it. I'm going to get me some bagpipes. I'll show them.
And I love that he did a podcast and he had a pretty funny strategy that he says that will hopefully give him an edge.
Tell you this, man, in preparation for the competition, I haven't taken a in weeks. Number 2 is not an option.
That's right.
Wow. Hardcore.
That's very funny. That is very funny.
Of all things to say in an interview.
I love where he went with it, though. I mean,
I'm not pooping. Number 2 is not an option.
I love that, man. All right, that's that. You know what? The dude's got heart.
I kind of want to see him win the starting job.
Yeah, I think he wants to win that starting job because he needs to go to the bathroom at some point.
Oh man, one of the craziest stories. I saw the video in the story this morning. I was just like, man, could you imagine being a part of something like this? It happened in New York, and there was a mom that was carrying her 8-month-old baby across the street when an out-of-control car hit them and then crashed into a barbershop. Police and bystanders then had to show up and lift the car off of the baby, saving the baby's life. The mom's wife was also, she was not in the wreckage part. I mean, she was around the wreckage, but not under the car, but she's going to be okay as well. So they saved her. And the audio, they grabbed it from the officer's body cam so you could hear how it all went down.
We got a baby under the vehicle. Look out. Pull, somebody's got to pull the baby. Just got to pull him out. Grab the baby. Come on. I got it. I got the baby.
I mean, talk about heroes right there, for sure.
Wow.
And the adrenaline rush that you must have after doing something like that.
Right. Yeah, really.
I feel like I would go straight to the bar. I'd do that. I'd be at the bar. Someone's probably going to see me. Like, you doing okay? I'm like, yeah, I just saved the baby's life. I helped lift a car.
Yeah, it's like, you're not going to believe this, but...
buy me a shot.
Yeah,
I need it.
I think I would go to the bar and, be that guy, at least for the day. I'm the baby saver.
Oh, yeah.
Free drinks, please.
For the day, for the lifetime. I think every time
lifetime.
Like, hey, how you doing? Well, last week I saved the baby.
Yes, I mean, look, you milk that as long as you can.
Sad news for us metal fans and local metal scene as well. Definitely mourning, and thoughts go out to everybody who knew him. Mike Howe, who was the lead singer from Metal Church, unfortunately passed away at the age of 55.
Oh, that
just came out yesterday. It's way too young. The cause of death hasn't been revealed. He was their singer from 88 to 94, and then he rejoined the band in 2015. And the crazy, sad part is that he's not the first singer of Metal Church to pass away. David Wayne passed away back in 2005 when he was 47. Just awful news for those that love Mike. I've seen so many posts on Facebook from fellow mutual friends and musicians in town that just have nothing but incredible things to say about the guy. He left a great legacy, but like you said, BJ, way too young to go.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're speaking of metal. I don't know if you've seen this video. I think it happened in the Spokane area, which makes it even funnier. There was a metal band that was set up on a truck. So the drums were on the truck, the amps and all that. They pull up to a Wendy's drive-thru and start playing in the drive-thru to keep other people from ordering food because they wanted the Wendy's drive-thru to be able to close on time. I don't know if one of them's a former employee or an employee or something along those lines, but it's a very odd story. But they're just out there just rocking out to some metal songs. And people are like, yeah, I kind of want to get my food, you guys.
Wow. And they did it because they wanted the drive-thru to close on time. So
they didn't want people to hold them up. So I don't know, maybe their bandmate was working there and they needed to get to a gig.
Very, very odd story.
I know. I saw the video and I'm just like, this is the strangest thing. And it just sounds like something that would happen in Spokane, though.
Yeah.
The very Spokane thing. I don't know if the band's name is Vela La Vela. What does that mean?
Oh, Vela La Vela. Okay.
If it's Spanish, it means like candle the candle.
Candle the candle.
Candle the candle.
See them in Spokane.
Vela
La Vela.
I'm seeing the video and I'm like, okay. I really want to get my food though. Wow. I don't know why. Don't know what's going on. I would like to know more, Steve. I will tell you that. We need to know more.
All right, we need to get a hold of the guitarist or drummer of Vela La Vela. All right. Find out what's going on. Why did they take over a Wendy's drive-thru?
Yeah. Cool looking car that they got, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, weird news in the world of the Olympics. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention much to the Olympics. My wife is big into the gymnastic stuff, so that's on our house.
Right. What's going on?
All the time. Well, Simone Biles just pulled out of the team finals. She's a big star in the world of gymnastics. They thought it was going to be a big reason why they're going to be able to take the gold, and she had a big mistake on her vault. Her knees buckled, so then they thought, oh, she must be injured. Then the coach comes out and says, no, she's not. She's pulling out, but not because of an injury, but because of mental issues. So I don't know what's going on with Simone Biles, but hopefully she's going to be all right. But the team's still going to try and win the gold, but it's going to be hard without someone like her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How about the Mariners yesterday? So I'm on Twitter, and everyone's just crapping all over the Mariners because, pitching wasn't doing too well yesterday.
No, not at all.
Down 6-0 after the first inning.
Yes, it's the Astros. I thought we're getting our butts kicked. What?
Slowly but surely, the Mariners start scoring some runs. It's the 8th inning. They're down 8-7, right, BJ?
Okay.
Dylan Moore is at bat. Bases are loaded, and this happens.
Bases loaded, 2 outs.
Kidding me. That's right. It's a party. Wow. Dylan Moore hammers that thing into the upper deck. Wow.
Wow is right, man.
That is a huge wow. Houston is arguably the best team in the American League. Wow.
Well, the Mariners beat them 11-8. Again, they were down 6-0 at one point.
Yeah, I saw that, and I went to bed thinking, what do you expect? I mean, it's the Astros. They're a great team.
I was going to bed. I'm like, can't win them all. This team is just a fun young team, and they're just having a lot of. You can see it in the dugout. They're dancing together. They're having a blast together. It's been a pretty fun season so far, man. They're almost 10 games over 500. They're 55-46. They take on the Astros again tonight. Hopefully, it's not as crazy of a game, or if it is, at least they come out with a W. But it'd be nice if they just win easy. But anyways, Mariners making things fun. That's for sure this season.
Well, and look, they're chasing Oakland for the wild card, and so they did a good job against Oakland. And I mean, the Astros are in first place, so obviously beating them is a good idea. Look, we got 60 some odd, almost 60 games left in the season, so who knows, man?
And I love their new slogan. It's just Mariners. We're young and we don't give an F.
Wow. Oh, is that their new slogan?
Yep.
Oh, wow. It's catchy.
It is, right?
Yeah, very catchy.
As far as weather, it's going to be 81 degrees today, thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
Ah, damn it. I'm so bummed. I'm going to have to go back on my app and watch that go down. Because that's boy, is that a lot of fun when you see a major comeback like that.
I know, dude, watching the footage of that and just hearing the announcer's voice and just like watching the players too. And that was Dylan Moore's first ever Grand Slam. What a great time to get one.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Man, oh, man. That's it. They make you want to believe, don't they, Steve? You're back on the wagon.
It's never off it, man.
Oh, really? Feel like you were dangling. I feel like at least you were dangling.
The only thing dangling are these.
Wow. Hey, that just happened.
Wow.
Don't know what to say about that. Boy, and the image I just had of that bandwagon with you swiffering the floor, I was really okay.
Man. Well, that's not that crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's
it's more like surfing the coffee table. I'm not that old.
Oh, okay, fine. There you go. Okay, well, that this is all escalating to a
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, really. I think.
How about the Mariners, BJ?
How about the Mariners? Yeah. Well.
Maybe they get the pitching dialed in, and then we don't have to worry about all this.
Yeah, I really, and this is a weird thing because Friday's the deadline. And so what will the Mariners do? I don't want to see the Mariners get rid of young people. I really don't. You know what I mean? They built up their farm system and, I don't, so maybe they'll try to get some inexpensive, people that won't cost them a lot that might be able to help out the team. Because the last thing you want to do is throw your farm team away for a rent-a-player who's there for, just this rest of the season and then go somewhere else next year.
Can I ask a stupid question with this, though? If the team's playing the way that they're playing right now, why do anything? Why risk losing young players trying to get like a couple guys that are maybe bigger or better players? Or, right now what you got is good. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, they were down 6-0.
Yeah. That's a good point, but they still. It was cracking, but they were able to crazy glue it and fix it in time.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention enough to know exactly what they need, but everybody always needs a good pitcher. If they all of a sudden, and I know there's relief pitching out there, a lot of relief pitching out there. I don't know a whole lot about starting pitching. So I think you might see them. I think they should just be smart. That's all. I'm with you, Steve. Instead of why do anything, do something that will not not cost us much, or if anything at all.
Yeah.
That I'm all about that, because you're chasing too many teams. Yeah, sure, it's fun, but you got Oakland and you got I think the Yankees as far as you're chasing for the wild card, or at least they're in the run for it. So there's just a lot. There's just a lot.
It's just a lot. Well, for a team that a lot of people would just say at the beginning of the year, like this is going to be another rebuilding part of this new rebuild of the fact that they're even where they're at right now is impressive.
Yeah, beating Oakland the way they did, and then we'll see how they do for the rest of this Astros series. That does give you hope. And who knows? Really? Who knows if they just go crazy in these last 60 games and all of a sudden become a force to be reckoned with, like you said, Steve, just as they are. Who knows?
And BJ, we have a better record than the Yankees.
Oh, we do now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yankees are 51-47, and the Mariners are 55-46.
Oh, whoa. So
it's a 520 winning percentage versus a 545 winning percentage.
Whoa. Okay. That is, boy, they're really shocking me. I did not realize that. The Yankees are really just going down the toilet then, too. I think that's the other news. Wow. So let's just see. You got the wild card, and let's see who are they trying to go after here. Yeah, it's just Oakland and Tampa Bay. Well, Tampa Bay is a good team. That's the problem. Tampa Bay is only like a game and a half out of first place in their division. And so they're chasing Oakland and Tampa Bay for the wild card. And you have to ask yourself, is that worth it? Can they catch one or both of those teams? That's a tough
one game behind Oakland.
That's all?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay, then. You know what, Steve? Let's trade the team. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Let's make this happen. I had no idea.
Keep the team we got.
All right.
Maybe add a pitcher or two.
All right, there you go. Keep the team. If you can make that deal, Steve, where we don't have to give anybody away and get something, I'm all for it. Maybe we'll trade that dog that's driving you crazy and the karaoke guy. Maybe they'll take them.
That would be really sweet.
That's the trade. Steve goes over. Hey, guys. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
In 1976, the spacecraft Viking 1 made history after it landed where?
Uranus.
No.
Of course.
Mars?
Yes.
Oh, nice job, buddy. You want a shot at beating Steve? All right, here's what you do. Call this number now, 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Migs. We'll do that at 6:49 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. How long is a bankruptcy going to affect my credit rating?
Of course, most of the time, by the time we're talking about filing a bankruptcy, the credit has already taken a huge hit. Chapter 7 is going to affect it more negatively than Chapter 13. Chapter 7 stays on your credit report for 10 years from the time you file. It usually takes 7 or 8 years for your credit scores to get back into the normal range in a Chapter 7 case. However, your credit will start to recover even in Chapter 7 after about a year. You'll be able to get credit again right away, usually before your case is even over. Chapter 13 stays on your credit report for 7 years and usually takes about 3 or 3.5 years for your credit to get back in the normal range. So Chapter 13 will mean your credit gets better much more rapidly.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer, featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.